Nice to see you all. You might notice a very different backdrop. We're in the staff room today. You can see on the back wall we've got Go for the Gap, which actually has been our rallying cry, our whole school priority, looking at everything that we can do to improve things and the way we do things at the Westgate School. But I've come to the staff room because I'm sure what's in your minds at the moment is what are we doing in terms of the strike action which is planned for Wednesday. We have got some communication that will be coming out to you very, very shortly, in fact probably within the next hour. But I just wanted to update you. First of all, our staff, as always, have been absolutely amazing. Their moral compass, their purpose has driven what they do and how they do it, and all of the staff have given us an indication as to whether they are or aren't going to be in school on that day. So we really thank them for that, which allows us to plan really, really safely. So we are going to have to close the school for the majority of students. We've got a significant number of staff who are striking on that day, and again we respect all of our staff for the decisions they make, and we support each other in those decisions. So we will be affected. So to be clear, that on Wednesday we will only be open for sixth form students. The reason we're prioritising sixth form students on this day is that is very much linked to our rallying cry, which is about going for the gap and improving our sixth form standards. So that is our first priority. So all sixth form students will be expected in school on Wednesday, the 1st of February. Their lessons will carry on as normal. We've looked at the impact there and it's very minimal. So those lessons will carry on as normal. Also for year 12 and 13, the students who are going to the Warner Brothers Studios trip, that trip will be carrying on as normal. So it's very much business as usual for the sixth form on the strike day, which is Wednesday the 1st of February. That will be in a letter format to you, and that trip will be going ahead. For the rest of the school will be closed for almost all of the rest of the students, and remote learning will take place. So they will look at their tab on the website, which is detailed in the letter, and teachers who are not striking will communicate directly with children about some of the work they need to do via email and the OneDrive. Clearly, people who are striking won't be setting work for those days, so I thank you for your support and understanding for those where we are affected for that. The other really important message for children who are affected, so children who are working from home, two things. Free school meal children, if they're entitled to a free school meal, they can still come into school at 1 o'clock to come and collect a packed lunch. They don't need to come into uniform, they can just pop to the canteen and they can get a packed lunch to take away for them, and we'll touch base with those children at that point. But also a very important message, if we've got any vulnerable students, so if they've got a key worker or they're a child looked after, they are also able to come into school and we will be looking after them during that day. That also applies to families who are critical workers. If they do need to come into school to have their education on site face to face, that is also open to vulnerable work students and key worker students. Okay, so free school meals, come and collect the food 1 to 1:30. Vulnerable students and key worker students, please let us know. So what you will do is, if you feel that you're in one of those categories, you will email the school secretary account giving the details of your child's name, the year group and your current employment, and that's really just to support us to make sure that we can manage the school in a safe and secure way and try and minimise the disruption at all costs. We thank you for your support. It is all in the letters. Please read those really carefully. We thank you for your support. We're trying to do everything we can to minimise, and we appreciate your understanding and care with that. Thank you for all that you do. Hope you have a lovely weekend. Take care and speak to you soon.